Should we do Watch This, Jerks?
Sure. There's a lot here.
Is
'Cause I
there?
watch too much.
Is there? Is this all you?
Yeah, most of it. Pretty much.
I'm in there a little. You'll be
right.
surprised.
Yeah, I'm going first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Take it away. Let's go by the thing that's first on the list, maybe.
Yeah. I watched the first episode of 2 that are out of Daredevil. The Daredevil, is it a reboot? I don't know what you want to call it. Daredevil MCU.
We're back.
Daredevil's back. And now on Disney.
Daredevil, everyone was available.
Everyone was, yes.
Everyone was very available and willing. That was the subtitle.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Daredevil will all work for scale.
How much ass kicking is in the first 2 episodes?
I've only watched the first episode, so
Okay.
I can't comment on the second one.
How many hallways?
That's what I want to know.
There is a really good opening sequence fight in the first episode.
Good.
But that is pretty much all of the fighting in the first episode.
You didn't answer my question.
Hallway fighting?
There is hallway fighting.
Okay, good.
There we go.
We need hallway
There is
fighting.
hallway fighting. It's a good fight. It's a pretty messy fight. It does its job. I would like there to be more fighting, but I guess
You're gonna
I don't
save
want
some
to
for later.
spoil. I don't want to spoil it.
Good.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the second episode. I watched the first episode with Elliot, so I can't watch the second one without him because he told me that. And I'm waiting for him to not have a musical performance so we could sit down and watch it together, which will hopefully be tomorrow.
How
yeah.
is this rated? Is this super gory and is there sex in it?
It was pretty bloody. There was no sex, but that doesn't mean there won't be sex. But definitely blood. They didn't shy away from the blood in the first episode.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll watch that for sure.
Yeah.
I might.
Yeah,
I like the other ones. They were good.
Yeah, watch it.
Wait, is it too much talking? Sounds like it might be too much talking.
There's a lot of talking in the first episode.
Yeah.
But I will say that some of the talking is pretty interesting.
Because I'm thinking back to the original Daredevil, and I remember now when you're saying one fight in the first episode, and I'm like, wait a minute, I remember discussing this on the show. It was too much talk. It was like a whole extra episode they could have taken out of the whole series, probably. Like
that's what I'm curious
40
to see.
minutes worth or something.
I want to see if they can pull this off. I know that there was a lot of back and forth and stuff.
I bet they're going to make the
rewrites.
episodes. They're going to do it.
They're going to do it.
But is it going to be good? Are we going to complain like the last time?
We'll see.
It is going to be enough.
Enough Daredevil. We need fighting.
Yeah.
Don't let us down, Disney. I almost canceled you. I came very close to canceling Disney. Because now they're just like, it's mostly like a lot of stuff's on Hulu now. And they're just like they're like importing the stuff from Hulu.
Well, now you can watch all the Hulu stuff on the Disney Plus app.
Right.
So
That's
open one app.
That's so you don't notice that they don't have that much stuff.
Yeah.
Can you watch all of it now? I feel like I can't find it all, and then I have to open up Hulu and find it in Hulu.
I think it's all of it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the
Not
last
all.
things that look. Okay, then
I
not all.
don't think it's all. It's like Hulu Lite or something is on Disney Plus because I always go, oh, that's on Hulu, and I open up Disney Plus and go, oh, not this Hulu, the other Hulu.
Right. I think maybe only their big things that they're trying to push out. I don't know. Maybe is Paradise on Hulu? I mean, on Disney?
What's Paradise?
That's the new hot show. You haven't heard of Paradise?
No.
It's on
Korean?
Hulu. I don't even really want to tell you about it because it's one of these shows that has got a twist in it, and that's really all I want to say. But it's Don Fogelberg, who's the one guy is a singer and one guy's a TV writer.
Dan Fogelberg, I believe, is the Old Lang Syne singer.
So we don't want that. I want the other guy, I think, is who I'm thinking of.
Dan Trachtenberg?
Oh, yeah, that, maybe. Fogelberg? No, wait, I don't know. Let me look. Paradise. It's Dan Fogelman. Fogelman. Yeah. Anyway, we watched the first episode. It's solid. It's like a thriller, Secret Service situation. I don't want to really give any more away than that. But it was very cool. First episode. I'm going to watch more. Howard Stern says it's one of his favorite shows ever. But he has bad taste. So I wouldn't go by that. But I'll keep watching it. We just watched the first episode.
Cool. You know what I did watch because because it came up on the last show that I wasn't going to watch it, and a bunch of people reached out to me and said, that actor from that Spider-Man cartoon apparently felt really bad about what he said, and the show creator put out a statement, and it was like a whole thing. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll give it a shot. I like, I like Spider-Man. I like animated series, and what else am I going to do with my life? I need to watch things that aren't the news. So I put on Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I wound up binging the whole thing.
So it was good.
It was good. It is good. There's a lot of it's a really interesting concept. It might not be what you think, because originally when they were introducing the show, it was supposed to be the MCU Spider-Man that we know, but like what happened right before he became part of the MCU. Like early days of Spider-Man,
right?
Pre-Iron Man finds him.
Wrestling Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Exactly. But it's
hanging
not
upside down, making out with chicks.
It's not that. It's more like a multiverse what if kind of concept, where it's a different Peter Parker in a different universe, where one change happens that changes everything. And yeah, it's
he has an extra arm. Yeah, comes right out of his chest.
Basically, I mean, it's in the first. It's the cold open of the first episode. It's not that big a spoiler, but he winds up not going to Empire State High School. The science school. It basically gets blown up in the first 5 minutes of the show, so he can't go to that school anymore, and he has to go to just this regular Forest Hills High School with a different group of kids. And that just changes the trajectory of everything.
It's where my parents went.
Yeah, there you go. So it's cool. It's got some fun characters, some fun C-list and D-list, characters in there. What's his name? Coleman Domingo, who 2-time Oscar-nominated actor, the last 2 years. He plays Norman Osborn, and he kind of steals the whole show. Like he's the highlight of it. Norman Osborn plays a really big part in it.
Interesting.
Yeah. There is like a side plot with the character, Lonnie, who he goes to high school with. I knew who he was right away because, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. It's fine. But they spend a little too much time on his subplot. Like, I know where this is going. I actually want to watch the Spider-Man show, not the Lonnie Lincoln show. Maybe if they had cut his parts down in half, I know the episodes only would have been like 16 minutes long, but it might have made for a better show. Other than that, it's a very good show. So,
nice. Mm-hmm. Is that Disney Plus also?
That is Disney Plus also. You can watch that. You don't have to.
I won't.
I'm just saying you could.
You said too many Lincoln Logs. Sounds bad.
Too many Lincoln Logs. You might. You know what though? Because you don't know anything, you might like that more.
Thanks a lot.
Mm-hmm. Because you know nothing. You know nothing about nothing.
I could be entertained by flashing lights, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Shipwreck should definitely watch it though, because he likes the Spider-Man.
I'll check it out.
But he's totally frozen
he's
now.
completely frozen.
I am now.
I thought he was just staring at me with disdain.
Man, I got this totally backwards.
Shipwreck superior, Wombat inferior.
Way
I don't
off.
think so.
That was fucking
I really
way
thought,
off.
I'm like, wow, Shipwreck really hates what I'm talking about.
I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
It's like, wow, he's really angry about
I think that's what we
Spider-Man.
got the rest of the episode.
Shanafan's going to be pissed.
That's all right.
Both
you can still see
guys.
the music scrolling though.
That's great. Fucking great.
Just angry.
Killed my bit and the
angriest.
video on the episode. Perfect. And he just looks like he's not even smiling in this fucking thing.
No, it just looks
He
agitated.
looks pissed off.
Mhm.
I need at least a picture of him smiling on here. I could put one over there. Hold on, wait. I could find one on my. Do I have one here? I have this.
Let me see if I can.
I'm
see what I can
frozen
do
now
here.
too.
No, he's
You're
not.
frozen now too.
No, he's joking.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He's joking. He's joking. You're
let
fucked.
me see what I can do.
Yeah, nobody watched this thing anyway.
I'll try some things.
I'll just keep talking while you're trying
That's
things.
okay. I can talk about the next thing I watched.
What's that?
I watched the season premiere. Actually, I'm up to date on Reacher.
There's
Season
probably a lot
3
of fighting in
Reacher.
that.
There is a good amount of fighting in that. The funny thing about that is I'm watching the first episode of, when it started of the season, and my wife was sitting next to me on the couch, and I go, I asked her, I go, I'm going to, Reacher started. Do you mind if I start watching Reacher? She's like, I don't care what you do. And I start watching it. And like 30, 40 minutes into the episode, we had to like leave soon. And she's like, I hate you. I go watch because now I'm invested in this stupid show and I'm going to have to watch every episode with you.
She likes the guy.
She liked where the show was going.
She
was
likes
actually
that
interested in
meat.
Man meat.
What's that guy's name?
Alan Richardson.
Right.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. He's a big man. But
he's a big hunk of man. He's built like like stuck shipwreck. He's built like Bruce Wayne in the original Batman animated series.
Yes.
Remember when they drew Bruce Wayne and he was just like a shape that humans are not?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a giant man.
Right.
He does his Reacher stuff.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's a fun watch.
Right.
Who doesn't like watching Reacher? Yeah.
Shipwreck, how come you can't fix your video?
I don't know. It's I'm gonna try some things still. I think I gotta unplug some stuff.
Did you unplug the camera and plug it back in?
I have not. That's what I got. I gotta tracing the cable to where it goes.
Right. I watched the movie. Let's talk about movies now.
Yeah, you watched a movie.
I watched. Did it win an Oscar or the
Yes, it did.
It won Best Picture.
No, it won an Oscar.
Oh,
for Best Supporting Actor.
Got it. Well, it was A Real Pain, and it's Kieran Culkin won the Oscar. Didn't it win 2 Oscars? I thought it won 2. Best Screenplay? I
don't think so. I don't think
Best
Jesse Eisenberg won.
Screenplay 2025. Honora.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right. Well,
but you also saw. Did you think Honora was the best movie of the year? I know you watched it. Hey, you're back.
Hey, fixed it.
I'm the smartest man alive.
Yes.
Shipwreck superior.
Thank you.
Wombat inferior.
Suck it, Wombat.
No, thank you.
I would say that both of those movies, Honora and A Real Pain, were good, very good movies. Great movies, but not what I would think of, either movie or not what I would think of when I think of like an Oscar-winning movie. But I'm wrong, obviously. But A Real Pain I would definitely recommend that one. I didn't think it was like, well, it didn't win the Oscar for Best Picture, but, and I just don't know like how much heavy lifting of acting that was in that role specifically. Like he plays like a jerky kind of guy who's sad also, which I don't know. It was entertaining. The writing was really good. I thought like that stood out to me. Like the writing was really clever and good and funny and bittersweet also. So all those good things. It's a nice, if you want like a nice 1-2 Holocaust-esque or Holocaust adjacent movies, you can go with the Zone of Influence, or no, not Zone of Influence. What's that called? Zone of, fuck, I always forget what it's called. Whatever. That one won an Oscar for sure. The best foreign film.
2-3 Zone.
No, Zone of Interest. Zone of Interest.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can watch A Real Pain after, and then you can have 2 movies that have concentration camps in them.
I'm good in that.
But they're not
in that genre.
It's interesting though. You wouldn't watch A Real Pain?
My wife watched it already, so I have no need to.
She doesn't give a shit what you do. You can watch it by yourself. You're allowed.
She really doesn't.
It's on one of the services, Max, I think.
No,
perhaps?
it's on Hulu.
Hulu. Okay, there you go. I watched that on Hulu.
Yeah.
Real Pain.
Did this next film win any major awards?
It did. It won the Wombat Award for movie I watched last week.
I watched this movie also because.
Oh wow!
Because
I feel like I should have watched this movie. That way we could have really dug into this.
It was against my will, to be honest.
What, did your son want to watch it?
No, my friend / neighbor is trying to make a movie that involves, it's like a creature horror movie. So he wanted to watch some sort of creature horror movie, and it's not really that, but we couldn't really find anything to agree to watch. like in a short amount of time, and it was just right there on the front page of Netflix. And he was like, "How about this?" And I was more interested in watching that than VHS, which is what he wanted to watch.
Okay.
Because I figured at least I could talk about it now.
You guys just scrolling through the V's?
And just so everyone knows what movie we're talking about. We watched Venom 3.
The Last Dance.
Venom, The Last Dance.
Oh, I should have prepared Venom voice.
I don't remember much dancing in the first two.
No, but there is dancing in part 3.
Well, of course there is.
Eddie, it's more like this. It's Eddie. Eddie, I want to eat his brain, Eddie. I want to eat his brain, Eddie. Ooh, chocolate. Tell him thank you for the chocolate bar.
It's not a good movie, by the way.
It is a bad movie, and I also enjoyed it.
There are some good lines in it. Venom has some good lines.
It is a dumb as hell movie. Okay, this is the Venom tier of quality. It is 1, 3, 2.
Okay.
Because Venom 2 is pretty bad. Venom 2 is bad. Unfortunately, not watchable. Venom 1 is surprisingly good. Like, oh, this is a movie that I could watch. Venom 3, it's a movie. There's worse. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot worse than Venom 1. Venom 2 is just bad, and it's not fun to watch. Venom 3 is bad, but fun to watch.
Venom 3 is the RoboCop 2 of RoboCop.
It is definitely the RoboCop 2 of the Venom movies.
It's really RoboCop 2.5, I would say, to be honest. It's not quite as good as RoboCop 2.
Yeah.
I would say.
But
did they finally convince Spider-Man to show up in this one?
No,
there is no Spider-Man that shows up in this, but there is a decent amount of Venom.
Oh, good.
He has a lot of lines that he makes a lot of jokes.
Yep. There is no girlfriend. There's no doctor.
Dr. Robert, or what was his name?
Doctor something like that. Yeah, he's not in it.
He's not. I don't understand how you can have a Venom movie without
dancing,
doctor.
without dancing, without a dance scene, a dance number. Is that what you're going to say? Because then you'd be satisfied. You're going to say, why is this happening? And you'd be wondering if Venom does Venom dance in the comics, Wombat? Does he have that, like,
I'm aware of?
Does Venom in the I don't remember Venom in the comics having like this sort of like fun attitude that he has in the movie.
He doesn't.
He doesn't, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. We're just wondering.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he's like very jokey and fun.
There's been a bunch of Venoms. Venom isn't even. I don't even think Venom is Eddie Brock anymore. I don't think.
Dr. Dan. Probably Dr. Dan is probably Venom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, is Flash still Venom?
No, Flash hasn't been Venom in a long time. I think Flash may still be a symbiote, but I'm
Flash
not
Thompson
sure.
You're talking about, not Flash.
Flash Thompson was Agent Venom after he lost his legs in Afghanistan.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
He was pretty cool. He was one of the Guardians of the Galaxy for a little while.
Sure.
So that's kind of cool.
Now everything's just Venom, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's like 7 Venoms. So
And this movie had 7 Venoms, basically.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not good, Chip, but you'll like it enough. Fair enough.
I think Chip will like it enough where he'll go, oh yeah, there's a good amount of Venom in this movie.
Yeah. You'll be satisfied with the VQ.
Yep, exactly. It's got a good Venom quotient.
All right, what else we got here?
I watched a movie about aliens with my kids. Yeah. Have you heard of E.T.?
I saw it in the theater.
Yeah. This is still on our kick of we need to watch all the movies before we ride the rides.
Is there an E.T. ride?
Yes.
There is.
It's a famous ride.
Is it a bicycle thing?
It is. My kids would have had no idea what was going on.
Right.
If we didn't watch
I
E.T.
want to know what the verdict is on E.T.
It's still good.
How could it
my
be
kids
bad?
like it?
Even though they erased the guns?
The gun, yeah. I told my kids, I paused and said, that guy used to have a gun.
Right.
I thought they reversed that and there's a version where the guns are back.
There's shotguns at some point, like late in the movie during the bike chase.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like the officers with shotguns and you're like, what are these? Even my kids were like, what are they going to do with these shotguns with these kids riding bikes?
Yeah.
Like,
So they brought the guns back. I was going to say the guns are back. Yeah.
I thought the guy with the key had guns too, though. I thought everybody had like was strapping
There
in
were
that
some
movie,
pistols,
like
I
pistols and stuff.
I
They
thought
got, like,
the pistols
replaced by,
were
like,
replaced with radios.
Flashlights or radios or something.
Yeah, or maybe flashlights.
I know they brought it back. I don't know. There's like they made too many versions of it. But anyway,
that still like the special effects and everything, like not the flying special effects,
Right.
but like the ET special effects.
The practical effects.
The practical effects are still really good.
Because practical effects hold up better than CGI effects. They just do.
Well,
unless they're stop motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but stop motion is still fun.
Still fun, but sure. It'd been a while since I watched ET. Like, of course, I saw that. I think that was probably the first movie I ever saw in the theaters. Like, I was pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
I had forgotten about the ET gets drunk scene.
Oh, right.
Right. You forget that there's like a whole like 15 minutes of ET pounding back some Coors.
Right.
And then was it A Quiet Man on TV?
Yes. While Elliot's getting drunk at school because he can feel ET getting drunk.
Right.
Like that was like I completely did not remember this scene at all.
Right. It's a good thing ET wasn't
it's like
horny.
the best scene in the movie.
No, it is a good scene, but it's like, oh yeah, this is very 80s. Like, let's have the alien get drunk.
Did you cry?
No.
Did your children cry?
No.
Okay, I don't.
They're all made of stone over there in the shipwreck house. Come on.
No, we didn't cry. I mean, yeah, they've seen enough movies at this time. They know like ET's probably not going to be
real
and real and real. Pretty solid though.
Yeah,
like,
I'd watch that again. Sure.
And they kept on like asking questions like, why is this the Imperial March playing?
Yes. I don't even remember.
There's that 1 second. It's like for a little bit, right?
It's a little bit, but then a lot of the music too. It's just like, oh, this is very close to Star Wars, John Williams. Like the entire soundtrack is just
that
a few
hook,
notes off.
That ET hook is pretty good.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But
the
rest of it is just like, oh, you're kind of.
I think that lost the Oscar. That's right. It famously lost the Oscar. Do you know what it lost the Oscar to, Chiefy? Don't look it up.
The new sensation in the nation.
Yes. Pizza Boy.
USA.
Pizza Boy.
USA
I guarantee you could guess it.
I don't know. What year is it?
The year is 1982.
The Oscar for music or for Best Picture?
For music and Best Picture. There's a hint. Same movie. E.T. lost to it twice.
It's not like Empire Strikes Back or something?
No. Empire Strikes Back was not an Oscar-nominated film.
No. I don't know. What?
Here, I'll give you another hint.
I don't know anything. The Running Man?
The Chariots of Fire.
Oh. Hey, there you go.
Running Man.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum,
sure. I never saw that movie.
Yeah. It's pretty iconic.
Yeah, that's what E.T. lost.
Vangelis or whatever. How do you pronounce that?
And that is it. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not hold me, kiss me, kill me, thrill me, but what can you do?
Right.
Not everything is a Batman soundtrack.
That was a pretty good soundtrack.
It was a good soundtrack. That had Kiss from a Rose on it.
Mm-hmm.
Had Bat Dance on it.
No, it did not.
Oh, it didn't?
That was on the original Batman.
That was on original Batman. This is the Batman Forever soundtrack.
Batman Forever soundtrack.
The Batman Forever soundtrack is the superior Batman soundtrack.
It is? Yeah. To the original Batman soundtrack?
Yes. It has Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me by U2.
But it has Prince on the original soundtrack.
Does that have it has the Susie and the Banshees on there too, right? Or am I making that up?
Yeah, and doesn't it have the
there's another
Flaming Lips song?
Too. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good soundtrack.
It's a quality soundtrack. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with Bat Dance and Party Man, other than it's Bat Dance and Party Man.
Bat Dance was pretty innovative, though.
Was it?
Yeah, it used a lot of samples from the movie, which was like pretty early You know
I'm
what? That's
familiar
what
with-
year is that? Like 89.
89.
89.
That's like pretty early
It's
for
Batman.
like electronic music,
People call
really.
it Batman 89.
Yeah, Batman 1989.
I mean, it wasn't like the first
That
song. It wasn't like the first type of song to do that, but it was probably
Hot
like the first to be
depressors.
popular.
Yeah,
You know, like a lot of samples from the movie in there.
I
Just
like
saying.
Prince. I'm not listening to Bat Dance a whole lot,
No.
but I like
I was
Prince.
gonna say I don't know if it holds. I don't really think it holds up, and I say this as the biggest Batman fan I know.
Sure.
So.
I'm just saying it was a little ahead of its time and for sampling, and
Mhm.
I think it probably inspired some musicians.
Sure,
Perhaps.
why not?
Who knows? Let's go with that.